So we've got two shoots today. The first of which is for the church that I work part-time for. Just a quick little talking head video inviting people to basically come and be focused on peace and faith and prayer during the election week. There's a lot of chaos that goes around with all the political commercials, and so we just want to send a quick message out to people, inviting them to come use our space, come be present on our front lawn, to just be there at the cross as opposed to, you know, out in the chaos. I think it's a cool message and I'm excited. Again, quick little talking head. We're gonna shoot it outside, so I don't even have to light anything, so it'll be super simple. The second video is I got from a guy I worked with back in January. I had a shoot where he was, with all practicality, the DP. Technically, I was listed as the DP, but he was the one who supplied the gear and operated the camera and did everything. I was just kind of there helping out. It's a whole long story, but yeah, he posted a few days ago saying, hey, I'm in this area. If anyone in that area that I've worked with is looking for more work, I'd love to have a list of people that I can recommend when I'm not able to do jobs. So basically like a reference sheet, Rolodex, whatever you want to call it. And so obviously I was like, hey, I just want to reach back out. Again, I haven't worked with this guy since January or talked to him since then either. But I reached out and I sent him my gear. I sent him my rates. I sent him everything. And he was like, great, I'll let you know. And within 2 days, he reached out to me, and I've got work today. It will quite literally be a walk in the park. He's doing a video for promoting a park and helping to push initiatives to add more things to the park. So he just needs some extra B-roll. I think he shot a lot of the other stuff already, but he just needs extra B-roll. But again, always looking for opportunity to work, and it'll be a few $100 in my pocket. He's gonna Venmo me later today as soon as I send him the footage. So we'll do back-to-back shoots and we'll get paid and it'll be great. We are using a new toy today as well. This is the GVM TQL. I don't know what that stands for, but it's a teleprompter. Haven't used this before. The church just ordered it, so I've got to build my camera to fit inside this thing. And then my iPad will sit right there. But yeah, I'm excited. This will be cool. I haven't worked with a teleprompter before, and I think this is going to make a lot of projects a lot easier. This thing is humongous. This thing is actually humongous. It's the size of not even my head, like way bigger. And this thing is seriously humongous. Look how big these rails are. That's like 3 feet of rail. And this piece is humongous. I gotta figure out how this thing works. So it wasn't actually too bad to put this thing together. I thought it was gonna be way worse, but the building of it literally just consisted of putting a Manfrotto base plate onto the base of the big rail system, and then putting all of the rails, putting things onto the rails, the 15mm rails. So I'm not like surprised, but I am just very impressed with the design of this thing. This cover is magnetic, so there's magnets here, so it just snaps on right there on all sides. And then there's a zipper here so you can lock it down on both sides, and that way if you need to just get in there and access like this for some reason, you can, to get it and clean it or whatever. Yeah, it's a very, very well designed piece of gear. So well done to GVM for making this. This sock right here is where the lens goes through so that there's no light leakage. And then this right here is where the camera will be mounted. And then you can unlock this and slide it forward or back. What you saw me unscrewing for a while were these tiny screws here that lock it in so it can't fall off. And there are some for the iPad holder as well, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna install those yet. I'm not exactly sure what the placement of this needs to be, but those might be locking it. And I'm not worried about the iPad falling off because there's tighteners down here to tighten it. So this isn't going anywhere. But yeah, basically all it took was attaching the big mirror piece or the glass piece onto the big double set of rails, then sliding the iPad holder onto the rails, the camera mount onto the rails, and it's pretty much done. I mean, that is quite literally all I had to do. Okay, so we've got our camera, we've got our lens, we've got an ND filter since we are filming outside today. These are loosened up, so I'm gonna try and do this one-handed. We're gonna take the sock. I guess I'm calling it a sock because that's what it looks like. Pull that over, and then slide the camera more up into let's see what our picture looks like. I have no idea how this is gonna look. Okay, so it's dark because we got our ND on. I'm just gonna do this, but that's at 24. So when I punch in, I'm probably gonna shoot this at 35 or 50. And punch in, I don't think we have any vignetting, which is awesome. Sweet. Okay, I think we're looking pretty good. Also, peep the shutter angle on the FX3, just updated, and we're having no issues so far. So yeah, we're looking good. This is awesome. So unfortunate news is that I thought these were fully charged and they are dead. This is the receiver for the Rode Wireless Go, and as you can see, it's dead. They have a really good battery life. I just must have left it on last time I used it. So I'm gonna plug it in real quick and we're gonna charge it up. Glad that the guy doing this video is a pastor, so he is required to be gracious because this is embarrassing. So I know it's not any kind of big deal, but I just like to be prepared, and frustrating that I'm not. The good news is that these things charge pretty fast, so it only took about 10 minutes or so for this thing to get charged up to a point where I could use it. And then we took it back out, got everything set up. Here's the prompter. Outside, it was a windy day, so we had a lot of wind to battle. So that's why I knew that we needed a lavalier mic, and that was my only option. But you can see the iPad and the teleprompter in action here. Looks really great. He was probably 5 to 10 feet away from the prompter and could still read it perfectly clear. You can see me scrolling. You can press start to start the scrolling automatically, but I just manually scrolled since he was using the script for some points and going without for others. So the lens flare and the reflection of the trees there are kind of blocking what the frame looked like. I eventually got a better shot of it, but you know, it was a pretty simple image, and I wanted to show the things in the background that we were inviting them to. All right, first one done. A little frustrating. I must have just left the mics on, which is just silly. I had the thought this morning, I should check and make sure those are charged, and I just didn't. Anyways, we got it done. We're good. Heading to the next spot where we will not need any audio. We just need to use camera. So I've got the ND filter still on. I didn't take apart the camera, so I'm just gonna leave it built. We'll go Sigma 24-70, Canif concept ND filter, and we're gonna go on the Ronin RS2 gimbal. So I'll take some of this hour-long drive to tell you guys a little bit about my predicament with the whole FX3, FX6 upgrade situation. Today's a great example. This second shoot is actually why I'm really wanting to keep my FX3, is because I'm gonna be walking around a park shooting smooth walking shots, and I don't wanna have to throw an FX6 on a gimbal. So an FX3 is literally the perfect application for that. The problem is that I feel like a lot of my work would really benefit for an FX6. I'm shooting, this is news, but I booked technically a feature. It's a 60-minute film, but I'm gonna be DPing a film in the next couple of weeks. That meeting that I had a couple weeks ago, the movie's happening, I'm DPing it, I'm really excited. An FX6 would be the perfect camera to shoot that on. I've got a few more films that I'm hopefully gonna be shooting within the next year, and an FX6 would be perfect for those as well. I've done stuff with the FX3, and I just think the FX6 would be even better for a professional film workflow. And so that's kind of my debate, is like, the FX3 still has its use cases. The FX6 I think would be better overall. How do I make it so that I'm gonna have both? And I think I'm starting to come to a decision about that. So I think I'm going to move forward with the FX6. It's likely that I'm going to finance it, but with gigs coming up the next few months, I'm just going to finance it over however much time, pay a decent down payment, and then pay it off very quickly, like within the next few months, so that it's basically not financed. So yeah, great news, super exciting news, both on the project side of like, I'm going to be shooting a movie and hopefully I'll get to vlog it, and also going to be hopefully picking up the FX6 here in the next couple of weeks. I kept telling myself like, all right, this is the last big upgrade. I think that the FX6 is going to be the last camera that I buy for the foreseeable future. So, which is super exciting to know that that's going to be like the camera that I'm doing a lot of awesome projects on. So anyways, just wanted to give you guys an update since I've been talking about it in all my videos, but I think I've come to a decision that I'm ready for it. And I think the FX6 is coming soon. I just pulled in and this place is serene and beautiful. I mean, seriously, this is like healing stuff for the soul, seriously. Yeah, this place is incredible. I mean, I think this is just what I needed today. I've been in this kind of like weird mental state where I'm happy, but I'm like moving too fast sometimes for my own good. And I think this is going to be a really good way for me to just slow down. I've been so focused on getting more work and getting more clients and getting higher paying clients and making more money and all these business things, bugs on my face. And I think I'm really needing to just like slow down a little bit and enjoy the ride, enjoy life a little bit. Yeah, I think this is gonna be good. I'm gonna walk around, I'm gonna get some beautiful shots, which I love doing, and I'm just gonna enjoy nature. God has created a big, beautiful world, and we don't always slow down to enjoy it enough, and I'm excited to slow down to enjoy it a little bit today. This was it was nice. It really, really was. I kind of just took the time to slow down. I got a lot of just kind of slow, smooth walking shots. Everything was shot at 60 FPS, so the editor can slow it down. That was specifically requested, so I guess all the B-roll had been shot at 60, so which makes gimbal shots a lot easier. I am realized on this day that I have not really been practicing or using a gimbal very much. I usually prefer to shoot things just kind of true handheld and get that kind of natural motion feel. So I'm out of practice with the gimbal, so it was good to get back into that. You can see me trying to do some walking stuff and also trying to do just some leans. But yeah, it was good. I think it was good to just kind of slow down, practice something, and just shoot. I realize more and more, and I'm super thankful for this, that I truly just love to shoot. And so I was thankful to have an opportunity to get out into nature, slow down, breathe, feel the fresh air, and also get to shoot. Doing those two things at the same time was really refreshing. Here's a few examples of just some of the shots I was getting. Just these slow, smooth movements. Again, think of these even slowed down more to 60 FPS, or sorry, from 60 FPS, slowed down even more. They'll look nice, they'll look pleasing, they'll be used as B-roll, and hopefully it'll be great. All right, back in the car, feeling pretty good about what I got so far. I'm gonna try and actually get I'm gonna put my window down and try and get a few shots while driving, or at least hop out of the car real quick. But I wanted to show you real quick, sorry, I'm hitting play, this real quick. I was testing out a feature on my gimbal that I've not used before. The 360 barrel roll. I might just include this in the Dropbox and see what he says. I think it's sick. He's crazy not to use it, right? That's a wrap. That's a pretty easy shoot, honestly pretty easy day. I'm gonna head home, get this footage sent off to the guy who hired me. So he has it, and then he's gonna Venmo me. So same day payment is always appreciated. yeah, I'm gonna probably edit that video that I shot earlier tomorrow, just because I don't want to work absurd hours. Again, trying to find my inner peace right now, and it's going pretty well. Today was good. I'm glad I got to just walk and enjoy the nature. Yeah, so long drive home, gonna jam out to some music and enjoy myself and enjoy my rest of the day that I have. What do I have? Nothing, which is good. Also, I was randomly watching Instagram on my iPad. I don't always do this, but I want you guys to watch this video and then look at the comment. I think it's awesome. And like, as a cinematographer, I'm like taking a mental note just when I'm deciding how to shoot things. I think this is really cool. So just watch this video and then I'll show you the comment. Rotate it. Okay, so that's the video. This is the comment that I thought was really, really cool. This right here. The first feels like a memory, and the second feels like a vision. And I think that's so cool. The first one is this handheld, like you can see one's handheld, one's on the gimbal. The handheld feels shaky and again, like real. It feels grounded. And this slow motion, almost gimbal movement, like feels like a dream. Like there's less depth of field to, like, I don't know. I loved that contrast. And as a cinematographer, I like am taking mental notes. I'm like, okay, smooth gimbal can feel like that dreaminess, and the handheld can feel more like grounded. I don't know. It was a cool thing of like, if you were shooting a film and you shot it both ways, there's use cases for both in the edit, or a reason why you choose one or the other, which I just think is cool. One's not necessarily better than the other. People might have their preferences, but like, it's just really cool. I thought that was a really cool thing.